I cannot believe I haven't even talked about this yet. Good morning, guys. Oh my gosh, I just went to go say good morning. It is very much so afternoon. This is why, so I just went to brunch with my friend Annie. This is why I have mixed feelings about brunch. It was great, food was great, the whole like timing of everything, very much so enjoyable. Oh my gosh, he didn't like me being gone. But the whole rest of the day, like I just feel like I'm confused, like what time is it really? But for the rest of the day, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just plan on having like a super chill, relaxing Sunday. Finally, on my finished deck, I am getting to work with Wayfair on this video. I actually bought some of the stuff I'm going to show you last year, just with my own money. I'm obsessed with Wayfair. I've loved Wayfair since even my apartment days. They just have really good quality pieces that actually fit into my budget. And especially for the outdoor stuff I'm about to show you, it is such a good deal. A lot of it I actually used all of last year so you could see how well it held up. But I'm not spending $1 million because as soon as we moved into this house and I was searching for outdoor furniture, outdoor things, trying to create like the perfect oasis, let's just say outdoor furniture can be so expensive. But anyway, I'm so excited to show you guys this stuff. It looks so freaking good. Okay, so this is why I am going to be spending all summer outside. Guys, I am obsessed. So if you've been following my vlogs, you know we've had the couch from last year, which I am shocked at how well it held up. I didn't know, like, would we need to replace the cushions? Would they be ruined? No, it literally looks brand new. The only things I added are the pillows. I just wanted that little decorative factor. We've had the fire pit since last year, which the nighttime vibes on this deck, oh my goodness, because I also added these lights, which are also from Wayfair. Literally everything you see is from Wayfair. I am just a little bit obsessed. And all of it you can shop on wayfair.com or on the app. I'm also gonna have all of the links below. This fire pit, I know a lot of you guys also purchased last year and you guys loved it. It's just so perfect. And I personally, like, I'm not the type of person, like, I'm not going to be grabbing logs and like starting a fire. So this is just so easy, so convenient. And then the one thing we didn't have last year, this rug, let me try to like step back to show you guys. I am obsessed with. It's actually an indoor-outdoor rug. It's super comfy on your feet, which I like because, I mean, obviously a lot of times I do come out here barefoot and it just like pulls everything together so nicely. And then what I'm so excited about is this umbrella. So I can kind of just like chill out here in the sun because otherwise, I mean, we are directly in the sun on this deck. So this umbrella is huge. I think it's like 11 feet, and just the actual like shade part is so big. And one of the best parts about Wayfair, they have super fast shipping. The things I just ordered came within 3 or 4 days, and also they have super easy returns. So if something just doesn't fit right, you order the wrong size rug, whatever it might be, super easy. You could send it back and then get the right size. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, spending time outdoors, oh my gosh, like I feel like we've really nailed the inside of our house. Like we've, you know, I mean, it's definitely not done. It's definitely not done, but the aesthetic is there. And I just feel like finally, like the rug tied everything into place. This fire pit is just so much fun. And I'm so excited. And I'm excited to spend time outside with Asher, who, what are you eating? I feel like literally like there's nothing there to eat and he's somehow eating something. Like he always finds something to eat. But anyway, I'm going to have a link down below for everything on this deck. I'm excited, and I hope you guys, if you guys get any of these pieces, you love it as much as I do, because I'm very, very happy with everything. And I can confirm the outdoor couch is Asher approved. Whew, Asher and I have been having ourselves a day, which, can I just say, I've come to the conclusion that mom guilt will always exist, because when I first got Asher, he and I were spending so much more time together, but I was just full of so much guilt because it wasn't in the way that I originally pictured. We picked him up and then I found out I was pregnant like a week later, and then just the worst first trimester ever ensued. So I wanted to be way more active with him. I thought I was going to be taking him to puppy classes. Like I feel so guilty, and to this day I haven't even taken him to the puppy classes, and there's no excuse for that because I feel so much better. But on the flip side of that, now I do feel better and we're way more active. We're doing so many more things, but I'm gone more because I'm just a lot more social now that I actually feel like a human. So I don't know. I just feel like there's always something. But one thing I did want to do is sit down and have a very long overdue conversation. I cannot believe I haven't even talked about this yet. It's not because it hasn't been on my mind. It's because it's almost like I don't know how to, or like I don't want to say something insensitive. And it's just basically, it's all about pregnancy and the whole trying to conceive journey, which I know it looks different for everyone. And I know there are so many people who are struggling. Actually, in my pregnancy announcement video, I ended up deleting it. I found out I was pregnant literally less than a minute after reading the positive. I started launching into a whole thing because the first thing that came to my mind was, I don't want this video to make people feel bad, and it will. People who have been struggling for a long time, people who want a baby so badly, and then you see this person like, oh, I'm pregnant, like, it's just like, and the truth of the matter is, even though I didn't want my announcement to make anyone feel bad, I don't want, like, it will. It will, and I have gotten messages from people saying, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to take a step back from your channel now because we've been struggling for a long time. And I have messaged those people back saying, absolutely, like, you need to protect your peace. And if following a pregnant girl, like that is a very good way to make yourself feel bad. Some people, others, everyone's different. Others, like, I don't know, everyone's different, and that's just totally fine. And it's hard for me because every single time I am like documenting my pregnancy journey and referring to it, literally it's in the back of my mind knowing like there is someone watching this and this is not making them feel good. But it's hard because like I can't just, it's my life, you know what I mean? Like I can't just pretend it's not happening. I'm so unbelievably grateful, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that some people have been trying for years. And one thing, you know, the reason I deleted it from the announcement video is because who wants to hear that? A girl who just found out she's pregnant is like preaching to people who have been struggling to conceive. And you guys know that wasn't our journey. Our journey was thinking, we just really didn't think it was possible for us with our health complications. I was so positive, like so positive it wasn't possible for me. So if there's any light that I could give to you, it's that you just never know if you are in a similar boat as me. One thing I said in my video, and I remember hearing someone else say this, even if you're struggling now, in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years from now, however long it might take, if you're holding your baby, which you will be, it doesn't matter if it came from, you know, a traditional birth or adoption, fostering, whatever it might be, it's not going to matter that it took you 4, 5, 6 years. I mean, obviously it will, like that's a long journey, but I'm just saying like your happiness is going to come. It might, you know, it might take a little longer to get there, but like you're going to get that happiness, that same happiness. So anyway, like, and also I feel like preachy right now. I'm not trying to, I just never want to make someone feel bad. And for the first time in my life, I could actually look at my videos and say like, oh my, like this actually really could be making someone feel bad or upsetting someone. And I just hope you guys know it's not my intention at all. And I hope, if anything, if there's any good that I could give to you, it's just like hope. And that maybe it can be possible. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not even speaking correctly right now, and I'm probably saying something wrong, but I really, 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 really mean this from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, that's just something I just wanted to get off my chest, because not even get off my chest. I really hope you guys know that like, I'm thinking of you. So many people are, you are not alone, and your time will come too. However that looks like. Looks different for everyone, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah. Okay. Woo! So a few months ago, I went on a little Pop-Tart kick where I was trying all the different Pop-Tarts, waiting for something to just make me feel anything. I hated them. Like I don't know how I loved them in my childhood so much. I tried the s'mores. Everyone swore by that. I can confirm it was a no-go for me, but making actual s'mores in our little fire pit is such a game changer. It is like just the most delicious thing ever. There is nothing like the real deal. Even just like all of the various s'mores flavored this, s'mores flavored that, like These are so good. And confession, Zach actually had to make them for me because I have a fear of fire. So thank you for doing your civic duty.
And then you made us turn on American Idol and I'm watching it on mute. It's been a really fun night for me.
American Idol on mute is like the one show that like...
It's like the worst thing that could be happening.
I'm like, Zach, 1 second, I gotta film. You're having fun. Don't even say you're not. Okay, but wait, guys. If you are not watching American Idol, Zach actually got me into it. It's not like it was back in the day. Remember back in the day, I remember I would tune in every, like, I think it was like Wednesdays or something, just to see people get humiliated. I was like 8. I thought that was so funny. That's not funny anymore. It's all about like happiness and like celebrating people and not embarrassing people. Like it's the most feel-good show. I cried multiple times so far this season. Like just the stories and seeing dreams come true. It's just so good. And you love it too, right?
It's been a good season.
What are you doing, Zach? That is the most annoying sound ever. Yeah, you're about to do this when you're about to disappear and go for a run.
What's the most annoying sound?
Are you gonna let him play with it?
Look at him. He wants it.
He's like, are you seeing this? I got a bottle. Good morning, guys. This outfit is giving. I don't even know what it's giving. It's giving concerning because this is just what I worked out in this morning. And then we've got a rain jacket because it's supposed to rain any second. We've got the hat and shades for sun protection. I'm going to go on a quick walk with Asher. He's only been able to do like 20 minutes lately with the heat because it's been a lot hotter. He's just really not used to it. Like he dies. So we're going to do a little 20-minute walk, and I just really hope my neighbors don't see me. This hat is Zach's. Like, I'm a wreck today. I'm a wreck. Good morning.
Spend my coin for show. I'm going to be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm going to skip my breaks. I'm going to make mistakes.
Oh my goodness, guys. Consider this your sign to exfoliate, like to really just go in with an exfoliating scrub. I just used the Dime one that I've shown a bunch of times in videos. Before I went into my shower earlier, my skin, especially my nose area, literally felt like sandpaper, and that's disgusting. I know it is, but it's just the truth. I haven't been exfoliating, and it's like just the secret to all of your problems, or the answer to all of your problems. But the one thing I have to say, you can't do it often. It'll dry out your skin, so it's only like a once or 2 times a week kind of thing. And now I'm just doing these little eye patches. This is actually from like that advent calendar that I'd been doing in December, and I still haven't used a lot of the things. I don't know why, but I feel like I could use it. Oh my gosh, this actually smells like coffee, which, not to sound dramatic, but I literally don't remember what coffee tastes like. And I used to drink coffee every single morning, but as I've said before, I just stopped drinking coffee or any caffeine throughout this pregnancy. It's not permanent. Like I keep saying, like if I want it, I'll have it. It's just, when I first gave it up, it just was out of an abundance of caution. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna live? And like the first week or 2 were hard, but then your body just adapts. And to be clear, I don't drink any caffeine. I will never forget, oh my gosh, at my first job in Dayton, I was talking to this guy, one of my coworkers. I brought in like a huge cup of green tea, I think. And he, like when I say huge, it literally had 3 tea bags in it. I was so nervous about waking up at 2. And he goes, oh wow, like I don't drink tea or coffee. And I go, oh my gosh, what? You don't drink tea or coffee? I'm freaking out. And I think like this was his like chance to like feel cool or something. And he's like, no, like I don't drink any of it. He is watching me freak out. It's very obvious why I'm freaking out. Like how can you be waking up so early and not drink caffeine, right? And he just totally is like, nope, don't drink those. I come in and it was like a week or maybe a few weeks later, and he's holding a freaking, it was like a, what are those things? Like a Monster. And I'm like, is this like something new? Like, or like what? No, he drinks 2 Monsters a day. And he didn't feel the need to tell me that. Like that, I wasn't freaking out because you don't drink coffee. It's because you don't drink caffeine, but clearly you do. You drink more caffeine than anyone here. Also, this other thing I got, a lip mask. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all of these masks, and I did a story on this back in the day in the news, like they don't work. Like they're not, I guess it's not that they don't work, but it's just like they're pretty useless in the grand scheme of things, but they make me feel happy, so I use them anyway. Not often, but like if I get it in like an advent calendar or something. Nice. Well, that did not last long. The lip thing slid off my lip. Oh, Asher! He literally just rammed into my legs, jeez. But yeah, my humble opinion, obviously all those masks are fun, but if you're gonna spend money, like just spend it on the real deal skincare stuff. On another note, I'm very excited because I got 2 packages in the mail. Number 1, we've got a whole bunch of vegan mac and cheese. This has been, without a doubt, my everlasting pregnancy obsession, where I've had various cravings throughout my pregnancy. I'm actually gonna be doing a pregnancy Q&A soon just because I've gotten some requests for that recently and I think that's a good idea. One second. One of the things I've talked about is like I'm out of breath so easily lately. But yeah, I've had various cravings. This is one that came and has not left. Vegan mac and cheese. And the reason it's vegan, a lot of people are like, I didn't know you were vegan. I'm not. I just can't have eggs and dairy. I'm lactose intolerant. So cheese is a huge no-go. And I can confirm with pregnancy, it's still a no-go because for some people, oh my gosh, I read about this and I thought this was gonna happen to me. Your intolerances disappear during pregnancy. So some people who are gluten intolerant normally, suddenly they can have all the gluten they want during pregnancy, and that has not been the case for me. I can have gluten, but for dairy, like I just kept trying to dabble in it, and the results, the impact, it was debilitating. I've only tried a couple vegan mac and cheeses because there was one that contains nuts, and I can't have that either, but this one has just been the winner. It is so freaking good. And then the other package, my nails have arrived. You guys know how obsessed I am with my Glamnetic nails. I've been using them for like the longest time. This isn't sponsored, but I first found out about them because I worked with them on a video. These have been the biggest game changer because when I go to get manicures, first of all, it chips in like 4 days, even when I get gel. And second of all, it's so freaking expensive when you add in the tip, when you add in everything. And I'm so excited about these. It's solid spring nails. So you can actually see the nails I have on right now are clearly like super patterned, which I really, really like. But I also just love like a bold, solid nail. And it's so easy. They vary, by the way, with how long they last. For example, I've had these on for 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks, but I've had maybe 1 or 2 pop off that I had to replace. But it's way easier to just like glue it back on compared to you get home from the nail salon after spending so much money and it chipped and there's nothing you can do. So I am a fake nail stan. Oh my gosh, I just finished editing our podcast for this week and I have literally been cracking up. Like maybe I'm just very biased, but I feel like this week was a funny one. And not everyone edits podcasts. Like a lot of podcasts are just like kind of, like free forming it. Like you kind of just, roll with the punches. I personally think editing makes a huge difference though. Like no one wants to listen to those long pauses or those awkward moments. Like it's just, I think it's so much better when we can really like nail it down, especially, okay, this podcast, the raw footage was 1 hour and 42 minutes of recording compared to I was able to edit it down to 1 hour, 19 minutes. Like that's a huge chunk of just not good stuff. Like it's not bad, but it's just, it's just not the best that people won't have to listen to, which, oh my gosh, I feel like our podcasts are like kind of getting long just because there's so much to say and I just don't know like the perfect podcast length. Like for me as a listener, I do prefer longer ones. I won't even click it if it's under like 30 minutes just because I normally like to put it on when I'm doing things and I don't want to have to like constantly change what I'm listening to. So I don't know. I love a nice long podcast, but I know obviously everyone's different. So if there's one craving I have not been able to satisfy over the last couple of months, it's brownies. Like I have not been able to achieve a nice, moist, gooey, but also with that crisp texture on the outside brownie ever. Because you guys know I've been on my little baking expedition where I bake everything from scratch. Listen, sometimes you just need to surrender and admit that maybe it's gonna take a little longer than you want, and that is why I went out to the store and I bought brownie mix. I feel like a fraud. This isn't who I am. But the Betty Crocker dark chocolate brownie mix was calling my name. Like, I just need to taste a real brownie. And then we can get back to work and try experimenting and making it from scratch. But for now, like this just has to be done. And honestly, there's a very good chance these aren't even going to turn out because it calls for eggs. I cannot have eggs. I'm allergic. So I'm trying to create what's called a flax egg, 2 flax eggs. We'll see. I just need this brownie. And it has to be homemade. Like, if I were to go to the store and buy like that's just most of the time I'm allergic anyway, so I can't. But like also like there's just something about something being homemade, even if it's with the box mix. No shame. am so upset, guys. I have to speak kind of low because Zach is doing yoga downstairs with one of his old coworkers. It's actually really cool. She's been doing virtual yoga. I sometimes join in, but anyway. I don't know, like I know where I went wrong, but let me just show you. This is the result. These are my brownies that I was so excited about. Like, this is so upsetting. Oh. I am literally just like destined to never have brownies. Like the universe does not want me to eat brownies. It's the weirdest thing. Asher, maybe it's a sign we were being gluttonous. We shouldn't have baked the brownies. I was so excited. I was really banking on them. I do want to show you guys the current book I am reading. I have my little reading light on. It's called The Things We Keep by Sally Hepworth. I'm literally like, I can't tell you anything about it. That's how far in I am. But I'm really enjoying. I don't think it's gonna be a thriller. It's just like a story. And I haven't read just a story in a long time. Like normally it has to be like this crazy psychological thriller where like people are dying and in danger. And I don't know, maybe it's gonna turn into that, but as of now, it just seems like a classic little story. So we'll see. And I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night relaxing, reading. Tomorrow I have scheduled as my last organizing day. You guys know I've been on this crazy tear where I am just going through the whole house and making sure every last thing is organized. By the way, I do have a couple of junk drawers. Like these are designated junk drawers. The problem before was every drawer was a junk drawer. Geez, say that 12 times fast. But anyway, so tomorrow is my last day. I'm so excited. It just feels so nice in here, like just so much better. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus vlog. I will see you guys on Wednesday with your regularly scheduled programming. Obviously, you guys know I normally just upload every Wednesday and Saturday. And I love you guys so much. Bye.